It's time to get zany artsy, time to create like crazy. Draw, paint, sculpt a day with Zany Artsy. It's time to get zany artsy, time to create like crazy. With your host Zany, we say voila, it's Zany Artsy. Zany Artsy. Zany Artsy. Welcome to another episode of Zany Artsy. I'm your host, Zany. Yes, I'm awake, I think. I'm not sure. But if you noticed from the starting of the video that I was throwing in a few clues, yes, today's topic, we're going to explore one of my favorite things to do, as in most of my drawings, that is what I usually come up with. It has to do with something that you look at every day, something that you see every day. You look in the mirror, it's there looking back at you. What am I talking about? Yes, your face. Yes, I know, my face is beyond mahogany cuteness. Look at this skin tone, look at the melanin. Everybody love it. I'm like chocolate. So, today we're going to be concentrating on the face. Yes, that is what we're doing today. The basic drawing of the face. 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 Strike the pose. So, I'm going to be carrying you through the various steps of how to go from a blank piece of paper to an actual drawing of what I consider a basic Jamaican face. Because I'm not going to lie to you, most of the times you draw what you see around you a lot, honestly. Anyways, so you're going to need, as usual, everybody's favorite tool in this channel, paper. You got to have your paper. How are we going to draw if we don't have any paper? Honestly, get your paper. So you're going to need your paper, pencil, eraser, and of course, sharpener. Because sometimes that point is going to wear down and you got to make it pointy again. Details. It's all in the details, darling. So, as I always say, and I will forever say, let's get to it. Woo! First, we start with an oval that is similar to an egg shape. Then, using our eyes, though you can use a ruler if you wish, we separate the oval into two halves vertically. Then, using your eyes again, you find the halfway mark horizontally of the oval and draw a straight line right across. Now we will have a top half and a bottom half. We will be concentrating on the bottom half of the oval. We will now find half of the bottom half of the oval and draw a line right across horizontally. Then you concentrate on your new bottom half. Separate it in half as well. Half of the half of the half. you have three horizontal lines. The first line, the eye line, represents where the eyes would fall. The second line, the nose line, where the nose would end. The third line, the mouth line, is where the mouth would be. To place the eyes, use the cuticle of your thumb in line with the center vertical line. And draw a dot beside the tip of your finger. Then, using your other hand, using your other thumb, place the cuticle in line with the main oval line. And draw a dot beside the tip. Do this for both sides of the face. Then draw a curved line from one point to the other and do the same below the eye line, ensuring that each corner of the eye ends in a point. We have eyelids, but it's only the top one that blinks. Look, I'll demonstrate. Magical. Back to you, myself. For the eyelids, draw a curved line from one point to the other above the top eye curve. As you can see in the eye, the dark part, aka the iris, is a full circle. Yes, when your eyes are like this, it's just a semicircle. But if you were to fully open it, you'll see that it is a full circle. Hence why it's called an eyeball. It's all a circle. It's all a circle. So yes, it's a full circle. The iris is achieved by starting the circle from the top eyelid and drawing the circle from one point to the next. Draw a slight curved line to the areas of the eye that is closest to the center line. Make sure they face in opposite directions to give the illusion that it's an eyeball. The eyebrows are placed above the eyes, going from one corner to the next, usually starting thick from the center line and gets thin as you go furthest from the center. To imitate light in the eye, draw a tiny circle to one corner of the eye. Then fill in the iris around it. The width of the nose can be determined by the space between the eyes. You can use dots to map out that spacing. For the nose, I use the formula CUC, cook. The first C starts a little above the nose line and ends on the nose line. Then draw a reverse C on the opposite side, like a reflection in a mirror. The U represents the bulb of the nose. You start a bit above the nose line, then go below it, then right back up a little bit above the reverse C. Then seal it with 2 tiny teardrops at the end of the U, filling them in. Those are the nostrils. Nose bridge starts from your eyebrow and connects to your nostril. For the nose bridge, you draw a curved line from the top of the nostril all the way to the eyebrow without touching the center line or the corner of the eye. The mouth is wider than the nose. To determine the width, draw dots from each iris down to the mouth line. Draw an arch from one point to the center line and repeat it on the other side. The lower lip is one curved line from one point to the other. The corners of the mouth must be pointy. Then separate the lips by brightening the line in between each lip. The air is the height from the eye line to the nose line. To prove that your ear is the same height as from the eye line to the nose line, you take your index finger and your thumb and you just kind of make like a letter C. You put index on top of your eyebrow and your thumb at the bottom of your nose. And you just slowly rotate your head and you realize, oh, your ear is actually the height from your eyebrow to the bottom of your nose. See, I won't none. Back to you, myself. Draw a line from the eye line, going slightly up, then curve it as you go downwards and go closer towards the oval. Then carry it a little below the nose line and back up to meet with the nose line. Then you can add various curves inside the air lines. The hairline usually starts from the eye line and ends on the eye line. You're mainly drawing an arch. Simple. If you touch the back of your ear and run your finger down it, you realize that's where your neck begins. Hence why, let me put up my full neck. Yes, I do hide all my neck because of tall reasons. Your neck supports your head, so it has to be a good thickness. Draw the neckline from where the bottom of the ear and nose line meet. Then draw a slightly curved line going downwards. You can easily finish this portion by adding a collar and shoulder lines. Shape the outer hairline any way you wish. You can add pigtails, curly hair, or it could just be a bald head. It's up to you. Once you're done with all of this, erase the guidelines, but be careful not to erase too much of the lines you are planning to keep. So if that happens, just put them back. Then you can gladly fill in the hair. Here you have it, a lovely drawing of the basic face. Thank you for following along with me in another episode of Zany Artsy. But before we get to the END, that's N for people that didn't figure out what I was spelling, seriously. Anyways, before we get to the end, let's feature our favorite little segment, Little Artsies. Yes, it's time for Little Artsies. So, I hope you like this feature of all my little artists. Remember, please to send in all your entries that you want featured on the channel. Email is right here. Right here. Okay? Right here. So send in all your drawings, sculptures, whatever you want to send in. And adults, I take your work too. Send them in. Remember, gotta put your first and your last name so I know, how to label your work in the first place. Anyway, so let's get to Little Artsies. Hit it. Ariana Pessoa-Sawyer, presenting you with Creepy Landscape. Ooh. Aliana Boyd, illustration, Little Girl in Blue Dress. Jamar Longshaw, Sea at Sunset. Annabelle Palmer, Sea at Dusk. Kaysi-Ann Blackwood, Dancing in the Rain. Kaileigh Edwards, Sea Lights. Zany Artsy, Seascape. Zachary Wright, Mango and Leaves. Malia Patterson, Digital Painting Thunderclap. Matthew Kelly, Digital Seascape. Thank you for watching another episode of Zany Artsy. I'm your host, Zany, and I'll see you again in the next episode whenever I do release it. I'm trying to aim for a release like every Thursday or Friday, depending on how it goes, because work has started back for me. I'm basically running on E, or NE, non-existent amounts of fuel. But anyways, I want to say thank you to my old subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you all for keeping this channel alive. Remember to like, hit notifications, and also don't forget to subscribe. Yes. If you want to see more zany content from my channel. Yes. So I'll see you again next time. Hopefully next week if I, finish all this work. It's possible. Anyways, so I'll see you next time on Zany Artsy. It's time to get zany artsy, time to create like crazy. Draw, paint, sculpt a day with Zany Artsy. It's time to get zany artsy, time to create like crazy. With your host Zany, we say voila, it's Zany Artsy. Zany Artsy. Zany Artsy.